Okay, so good morning everyone. So myself Deobroto Kumar Das from Dumka Engineering College. Today we will discuss the subject is process instrumentation and control, and today is 5th January 2022. Okay, so am I audible? Alok?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes,
just
sir.
yes. Okay, thank you. So just wait. I am starting.
Okay, sir.
Hmm. Okay, so we have discussed in last classes in the previous classes. So we have started that is the control valve. Okay, and we have also discussed what is the basic idea of the control valve, why it is used, and what is the basic classification of the control valves, and what is the basic abbreviation we have to use for commonly in our industry. Okay, and also we have discussed this is the different material. Okay, a different material we have to use as the different types of control valve. Okay, so just we have recall and then we have to continue the another part also. So my whiteboard is visible, all of you? Please confirm me, anyone, my whiteboard is visible?
Yes, sir. Whiteboard is visible, sir.
Okay, okay. So four main, basically we have to discuss the four main function of control valve are, basically we have to use this basic functions we have to need it for the uses our industry for the control valves, that is start and stop the flow. Start and stop flow. Okay, then regulation of flow. Regulation of flow. Number third function is, that is backflow prevention. And number four, release the pressure. Release pressure. So these four main functions of our control valve, we have to use different parameters, different functions also. Number one, start and stop flow. That means when we have to uses this control valve, this is the different types of control valves. That means when we have to control that any type of flow, okay, that means liquid flow systems in the any piping, any tank system, etc. So using this control valve, you have to stop and start. That means the flow start when you have to open the valve. This valve it is working, and then when you have to complete the task, and then you have to stop the flow rate of the liquid system using this control valve. So this is the start and stop flow. Number two, regulation of flow. Regulation, that means when you have to, or user or automatic controller system, it is uses the automatic. Okay, that means that you have to setting the timing. Okay, so that timing, this flow, it is going or started, or another timing is when it is completed, it is stop condition. This is the regulation, that is time being oriented operation of the flow. Clear? Number third, backflow prevention. This is the another one. That means when any liquid or anything is a liquid form, that is water or anything is acid, or any liquid as a petroleum, etc. Liquid forms. So this is the flow one side to another side. But this backflow prevention, that means when you have to use the control valve, it is protect the fluid, it is protect the backflow prevention. That means when the fluid is going one place to another place, that time this liquid, it is not flow to the starting point. Okay, so this is the backflow prevention using these control valves. And number four, release pressure. So using these control valves, you have to release the different pressure level. So using this pressure level, you have to control the different types of control valve. Okay, is it clear all of you? So this is the basic main four functions of the control valve. Is it clear all of you? No one is confirmed. It is clear, Alok, Deepak, Kundan.
Yes, sir, it is clear, sir.
Okay, so next we have to discuss the different types of material we have to use as make the different control valves. So I am telling the different material uses for making control valves. Okay, so first, that is the aluminium. Okay, this is the Al, this is aluminium we have to use this. Then also we have to use this bronze. This is the Br, that means the bronze. That then Cs, Cs means cast iron or carbon steel. Cast iron or carbon steel. Then we have to use this Di. Di means ductile iron. Ductile iron. We have to also use this Monel metal. This is represent, that is M for Monel metal. Okay, and sometime we have to also design using the PVC, that is polyvinyl chloride. Polyvinyl chloride. Okay, also we have to use this N for which, that is nickel. We have to use this also nickel. Another one also uses, that is Ai, that is all iron. That means we have to use this pure iron made the control valve also. Then Ci, this is the cast iron. Okay, chromium, we have to use this chromium, Cr, that means the chromium. Chromium. And also we have to use this SS, that means the stainless steel. So etc. So these are the different materials we have to uses for making the control valves. Okay, so we have to uses our application oriented in our process control industries. We have to uses different material for making the control valve. That is aluminum, bronze, cast iron. Okay, stainless steel, ductile iron, monel metal, polyvinyl chloride, nickel. Okay, these are the basically different types of materials we have to use is the control valve making. Okay, it is clear all of you. Then we have to also discuss terms different terms associated with control valve. Okay, so in this different types of terms or different types of components we have to use this in our control system. So this control valve, it is a basically complex mechanical assembly system with actuators powered electrically, or sometimes it is also the pneumatic operations, and also sometimes it is also hydraulically operation. So first of all, we have to know that means this control valve is a complex mechanical assembly with actuators powered electrically pneumatically or hydraulically, hydraulic operations. Okay, just wait. Or hydraulic operations. So everybody remember these things also. So this control valve, it is basically uses the complex operations for the mechanical assembly system with, we have to use as actuators which is provided the different operations. That means sometimes these actuators, it is working the electrically form, also sometimes it is also pneumatically, and also hydraulically, that is the hydraulic operations also. Okay, so first we have to, that is component we have to, or different terms we have to use as plug system. Okay, so plug, what is plug? Plug, it is a basically movable part in control valve. Okay, so this plug, it is uses, it is a basically movable part of the control valve which provides variable restrictions in a port also. Okay, so this plug, it is a movable part of the control valve which provides the variable restrictions of the port also. Okay, is it clear all of you? Please respond me. Is it clear all of you? Yes. Anyone, any questions or any doubts? So please also ask me. Then number 2, that is seat. Seat basically it is a portion of the valve body which is valve plug. It is connect to the closer apparatus or closer terms also. So seat it is a basically the position or portion which is connected to the plug, that is a valve plug, and connects to the closer another terms or another apparatus also. So this is a seat. Number 3, piston. All of you listen this term, that is piston. This is a basically one movable part. Okay, this piston it is basically one movable part which is pressure responsive element, and this is it is a transmit force to the piston actuator stem also. So piston, please remember these things also. Piston it is a also movable part and it is a pressure responsive element which is transmit the force to the piston actuator stem. Okay, so please remember these things. Piston it is also movable part in the control valve system and it is responsive element to transmit the force to the piston actuator stem also. Number 4 we have discussed, that is stem connector. Stem connector. Okay, so this device it is basically connects the actuator and to the valve stem also. Okay, so this stem connector it is basically one connection or connects to the actuator and also the valve stem also. Okay, so without this stem connector you have not working the control valves also. So stem connector it is a basically connection between the actuators and to the valve systems or valve stem also. Number 5, that is yoke. Y-O-K-E. What is yoke? Yoke it is a structure that rigidly the connects the actuator power unit to the valve also. So this yoke, using this yoke, you have to connect to the actuator. That is you have to increase the power of the actuator power unit to the valve also. So these are the basically different terms. Another one, number 6, that is valve seasoning. Valve, sorry, valve sizing and valve capacity. Valve capacity. This is another important terms or another important components we have to use this. Valve sizing. Using this name, all of you remember these things. Valve sizing and valve capacity. This is a basically dependent on the application oriented in the different industry or firms also. So this valve size it is basically often described by the normal size, okay, of the end connection also. That means you have to control the fluid flow systems, okay, and this fluid flow system you have to connect the small diameter, using the small diameter pipe or also the big size of pipe also. So using this small pipe and big size of pipe, there are the pressure flow it is also different. Okay, so using this valve size or valve capacity, you have to control the speed of the flow and also the capacity of the fluid flow systems. Okay, is it okay? Is it okay? Please respond me. And we have to represent, that is CV, this is equals to Q into root over G by delta P. This is very important. So this is the basically the valve capacity CV, that is equals to Q into root over of G by delta P, where delta P is the, anyone know what is the delta P? This is the pressure drop, and this pressure we have to measure PSI unit, okay, per square inch. Across the valve. So this del P or delta P, it is the basically pressure drop across the valve. What is G? Anyone please tell me what is the G? G is the liquid. 1 minute. G is the liquid specific gravity okay. So this is the basically G is the basically what type of liquid we have to use this, basically the flow operations. So all of you know in our water, that is normal water, its specific gravity value is that is 1. Another terms Q, what is the Q? Q is the flow rate. This is the flow rate. Okay. So this is basically very important. Okay. So this valve sizing and the valve capacity, which is control the valve or flow system, any different types of operations, that is a different sizing of flowing pipe system, you have to control the valve sizing and valve capacity also. And we have to mathematically you have to express that is CV, that is equals to Q into root over of G by delta P, where CV that is the valve capacity and Q is the flow rate of the system, G is the liquid of specific gravity, what type of liquid you have to use this, okay, and delta P is the pressure drop, and which is pressure drop, it is measured by the unit of PSI, okay. And this delta P, this is the pressure drop across the valve also. Okay, is it clear all of you? Is it clear all of you? MD Talib Ansari, is it clear? Jyoti Kumari, Deepak Marandi, Alok Prakash, and MD Sajada Sadab. Please respond me everyone. Is it clear all of you? आप लोग क्लास में हो? Sajada Sadab, MD, do you hear me? Alok, is it clear? Next. So number 7, we have to know. This is basically vena contracta. Vena contracta. So what is a vena contracta? It is basically the lowest pressure point where the fluid velocity is at the maximum and fluid static pressure and it is also cross sectional area are minimum. I am repeating once again, what is a vena contracta? It is a lowest pressure point where the fluid velocity is it maximum and fluid static pressure and cross sectional area is the minimum also. Okay. Number 8, cavitation. Cavitation. Okay. What is cavitation? If the pressure drop across the orifice, what is orifice? When you have to read the, I am telling the next module, that is a different measurement system. That means when you have to measurement the fluid flow system, you have to use this different method, that is orifice plate, venturi tubes, manometer, etc. So this cavitation, it is the pressure drop across the orifice plate, okay, in such that the fluid pressure which is goes below the vapor pressure of the liquids also. Okay, so using this cavitation, it is produces a rough specific surface texture. Okay, when you have to uses the fluid uses in process clean or clear. So this cavitation, it is a basically one important terms which is produces a rough surface textures even in if the fluid it is uses in the process industry, either it is clean or not. Okay, and this cavitation process, it is basically noisy systems. Okay, and also it is a low intensity and low frequency it has. Is it okay, all of you? Number 9, application ratio. Application ratio. What is application ratio? It is basically one ratio, a common way to characterize the potential cavitation conditions is to use the application ratio. So application ratio, it is equal to Pi minus Po divided by Pi minus Pv. Okay, where Pi, this is the inlet pressure, Po, this is also the outlet pressure, Pv, this is the basically vapor pressure, of the fluid. Okay, so this is a one another important terms. This is the application ratio, and it is a ratio between the different operation, that is the inlet pressure to the outlet pressure and also vapor pressure of the fluid flow. This is equals to application ratio. This is Pi minus Po divided by Pi minus Pv, where Pi is it is the inlet pressure, that means the absolute pressure of the inlet, that is the input pressure, and Po, that is the outlet pressure, that means the output pressure, absolute outlet pressure, and Pv, this is the Pi minus Pv. Pv is the vapor pressure of the fluid. Okay, so here you can see this fluid, what type of fluid we have to use is particular operations. This application ratio it is more than 1. Okay, the closer to the ratio of this ratio value is near about the 1, the higher of the potential of the cavitations also. Okay, so this is the another important term, application ratio. Next, number 10, this is corrosion. What is corrosion? It is a basically a chemical reaction. This is corrosion. It is a chemical reaction between the material of the valve and also the fluid is flowing into the system. So this corrosion, it is a one important terms. So that type of control valve you have to made by the different types of material I am discussed in the previous slide also. This is aluminium, bronze, cast iron, chromium, polyvinyl chloride, etc. So this corrosion, it is basically chemical reactions, okay, between the material we have to use this by making for making the control valve, and also what type of fluid we have to handle this type also. Okay, so it is causes the valve deterioration. So this corrosion, it is a one type of uh, devastated. Okay, that means what type of liquid we have to use is what type of material you have to make the control valve. So this corrosion, it causes the valve deterioration also. Okay, next number 11. This term, it is this question, it is very important. A question is coming, what is the basic uh, terms, that is a definition of terms we have to use this in our process control valves. Okay, so that time you have to discuss the one by one in shortly. Next, erosion. What is erosion? Erosion is the wear and tear of the valve, trim and body. Okay, and it is also resulting from the high velocity fluids containing the solids also. So erosion, it is a basically wear and tear of the valve, trim and body also. Okay, so this is the erosion system. Number 12, this is galling. What is galling? So in our process industries, we have to use different material for making the control valves, and also we have to use different types of fluid flow system in our process control industries. So this galling, it is a high friction conditions between the valve stem and also the stem guide also, and it is resulting from a lack of the lubricity between the moving parts also. Okay, so this galling, it is a basically one important terms. This galling, it is a high frictions conditions between the valve stem and also the stem guide systems also. Okay, and it is resulting from a lack of lubricity between the moving parts. Okay, so this is the galling also. Another one, air to open and air to close. I am just next page. Number 13. It is the air to open, air to close. What is air to open and air to close? It is air to open valve means when the valve it is open on increase in air supply. Okay, and this air to open and air to close, it is basically operation in the pneumatic, okay, pneumatic valve or pneumatic operations. So what is air to open? This air to open, this valve, it means that the valve, it is open or increase the air supply. Okay, and while the air to close valve, it is means the valve will move towards the closed positions or closed portion upon increase the air supply. Okay, so using the air supply, using the air supply, you have to control the air to open and air to close valve also. Okay, so I am repeating once again, this is the basic operation for the pneumatic operations. Okay, so we have to discuss in our process control industries, we have to use this three types of actuator valves. One is the hydraulic operations, number two is the electrically, and number third is the pneumatic operations, pneumatic valve. So when you have to use the pneumatic type of valve, this operation, it is very important, air to open and air to close. So when this air to open, these it valves means when the valve will open or increase the air supply. Okay, and that time you have to use the air to close. That means when you have to uses the pressure, air pressure valve to increase the air supply. Okay, so this is the basic operation of the pneumatic valve.
सर योर ऑडियो इज नॉट कमिंग। सर आवाज नहीं आ रही।
So please, I am given a one message. Please, everyone present in the class, and also please respond every time when I am telling the one by one topics, it is understand or not, or any difficulty or any question. So please, everyone ask me, because this is the basically class. You have to teach, you have to understand the one by one topics in your syllabus in a module wise. Okay, because this is a very big important class for your semester exams. Okay, so up to this part it is clear, all of you? Okay, so
यस सर।
okay, everyone please write your own name and roll number in the chat box also. And Talib, you have take a screenshot right now. Okay, this participant list, you have to take the screenshot right now. And then after ending the class, you have to send me my WhatsApp. And I have another class. So please, when this class it is stop or ending, all of you please join after 2 minutes also. Is it okay?
यस सर।
Okay. So you take a screenshot. So next part we have to continue. That is the 14. This is the fail safe. Or fail open, or also we have to use, these are the one by one operations of the same operations. So this is the fail safe, fail open, and fail close. So this fail safe, it is a basically one characteristics of the valve when the actuators which is lost the actuating energy supply will force a valve closing the systems also. Okay, so this fail safe and fail open, that means when we have to uses the particular valve or actuator, it is opening using the different operations, that means pneumatic operations, hydraulic operations, and also electrically operations. So at that time this fail open it is also working. Another term that is fail close. This fail close we have to use is when the valve closure systems we have to close the systems. That means the valve it is working completed. Then the closing system you have to use is the fail close systems. Okay. So this is the basically basic operations of the different terms it is associated in our control system. Different terms associated with the control valves. Okay. This is the first one we have to discuss plug. Number two is seat. Number three is piston. Number four is stem connectors. Number five that is yoke. Number six valve sizing and also valve capacity. Okay. Number seven that is vena contracta. Okay, then also we have to discuss the cavitation.